Welcome back, Panther fans. I'm David Brown here with Ryan Graham.
Hey, y'all.
Tim Thurber.
Hello.
And this is State of Atlanta.
Hey, Tim with the beer.
I know.
Look at that.
I actually accidentally opened one already. So I was like, shit.
Accidentally. Oh, yeah, because it is full.
I opened up a boozy water while I was waiting for you guys to go pee. We just finished up.
Gotta hydrate, man, right? I mean,
we just finished up talking to Gary of the ODU Monarchists podcast about the game coming up this week. It's a good time.
Nice guy.
Well,
very reasonable, in my opinion.
Yep. For sure. Yeah, we'll talk more about that game in a little bit, and you can listen to that as part 2 of the episode. LSU guys. LSU does LSU things, right?
I don't remember anymore.
Oh no! Wait, do both of you at least remember when Robert Lewis didn't look up to catch a pass? That was
man, I talked about that when we were at the watch
That was
party.
The one that should have tied it up, right?
Yes, it should have been 21-all.
Yeah,
I mean, you're literally
it was
in
over.
the end zone.
It was over. Like
you're in the end zone. You're in the end zone. You know the ball's coming to you. Don't even look back to see. Yeah, that
wasn't a bad pass. Easy catch. Would have been 21-all.
But I would have liked the head to be turned back and the arms be outstretched. I didn't see that. If he just didn't catch it, all right, you didn't catch it. That sucks.
He just beelined it forward and didn't even look. At that moment, I was like,
can tell you when I realized the game was over in the first quarter, maybe it was the first half, was that when I forget what the play was, but they did not review it at all for us. And then the very next play, they reviewed some garbage play for LSU and overturned it. I'm like, okay, yeah, this has got some home cooking going on. And as I always say, I don't ever blame it on the refs or blame it on one play. You got to beat everybody.
We probably weren't going to win it anyway, but that's messed up.
Yeah, it's just it's so it takes the air out of you. It's so frustrating when that kind of stuff happens. And once that play happened, I was like, all right, cool. We're playing 2 games here. We're playing the officials and we're playing LSU.
What was that, Tim? Do you remember what that play was?
I mean, I remember we got penalized we had it was maybe 2 runs. We got 20, 25 yards, and each one of them magic. There was a holding call.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, but no, there was some play that was
on their side. It took forever for them to review it too. I remember that.
There was something they did not review for us at all, and the very next play or the very next drive.
Now I can't remember.
Yeah. You think I'd be prepared for
it was
something
in the first
like that,
half, though, right?
I think it may be in the first quarter. I mean, it was early in the game.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was. It's fine.
Yeah. Oh well.
Either way, I mean, yeah, it definitely seemed like the refs were not doing us any favors, which is fine. It just is frustrating to watch, especially when you already know that the deck is stacked against you to have that happen.
But also coming out as hot as we did.
Why would you have to do this?
Coming out as hot as we did by scoring on that opening drive and then answering when they answered, it felt good. Like, all right, cool. It's not like I felt like we were going to win the game at that point.
We looked all right though,
but we looked like, oh man, we're actually getting a breath of fresh, life into this team. This offense is back doing, the Granger and the Carroll things. This is gonna be a lot of fun.
Carroll continued doing Carroll things.
But then we never scored again.
Yeah.
So, but you go into the half, down 7, it's like it should be 14. Tied. It felt good, and then just I can't even say the wheels fell off. That stupid quarterback for LSU he scored on every drive. They never punted.
He's really good.
Scored either by throwing the ball or by running the ball himself. And when he ran the ball, he made Derek Granger look like a pocket passer.
Look, no matter what you can say about any of their other players or the team as a whole or anything like that, if they're having a down year, whatever, that quarterback is great. He's a good quarterback, and he just puts the whole team on his shoulders and goes.
He doesn't. He looks effortless too when he's running. Like he's not even trying.
Well,
we can't get to him.
I commented during the game. He looked like Dan Ellington.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like
Dan Ellington with more cocaine and more steroids.
Double the cocaine, at least.
LSU, they got the money to do all that stuff
and hide it.
They got the money. Yeah, they got the money and the connections.
Do you think
we have the money, but probably not the connections?
So I know that the term bagman has always meant the guys that were kind of funding the programs. Do you think that with all the drug testing, that bagman means something else?
What?
like injecting the urine into your.
Somehow he.
Oh God, no! Stop it! Oh, gross! Stop doing that! No, no, no! I
They
don't
do
think
that.
it
That's a thing. That's a
I
thing
don't
that
care.
happens.
That's a thing.
No, it's not. It's not a real thing.
Yeah, it is.
Nope, don't care. Not a real thing.
Okay.
Yeah, they inject it into your bladder.
All right, let's keep talking about. There's not much else to talk about the game, right? I mean,
Yeah, there's not a lot about. I mean, like
Watch party was fun.
Darren did look great in the first half. We knew it was going to be
did.
bad.
As predicted, the Candy Andy was delicious.
Well, oh,
My
you
burger.
and that Candy Andy, man. You are all
My
about that
burger was
burger.
tasty.
you just eat that candy Andy out. I don't know.
Whoa! This isn't last call, Tim.
Oh, sorry. Well, I feel like we're on last call. We're like 2 hours in right now.
I know,
We spent 45 minutes talking to ODU dude.
Yeah.
So LSU. We is there anything else to say about it? It's over and it's done with. We're good.
We got the money. The 1 point something.
5 million.
1.6.
Yeah.
1.6.
Do you guys really not remember that? We've talked about it every single time and exclaimed how large the amount was. And
I wanted to say
varies.
1.8, but I knew it wasn't 8.
I feel like we see 1.5, 1.6. All
you know what? My
different
kid's
places.
birthday is on the 28th, and I often think it's the 26th, so I get it.
Oh, there you go. Fair enough.
I forget the year. I don't forget the date.
Mm.
The year I forget all the time. Like what year was
No,
that? They were...
I remember the year because your wife put it on the back of a shirt that she wore often enough that it's imprinted in my head.
Yeah, she put on the same shirt for my kid's shirt, but I also don't know where the hell year.
Yeah, no, it helped.
It's not sticking.
And they were born the same year. All right, so we can put LSU to rest. That we'll probably never play there again, right? Most likely.
You never know. They might want another W. They might put. Us
why not?
I mean, Coach Elliott, we talked to. That's all he wants to play is SEC teams.
Yeah.
But
well, then let's keep going.
And he'll be here forever.
Most likely.
Will he?
We'll keep on extending his contract to the point where we can't afford him. Can't afford him to leave. All right, so LSU's behind us. Old Dominion. The game that was, I said,
easy dub.
I preached all off season was a guaranteed win. Don't worry, if we're playing for bowl eligibility, this is going to be the guaranteed win. Thank God we were bowl eligible because I do not feel good about this game.
Well, at this point, it's flip a coin, right? I mean,
it doesn't really matter for us. It'd be nice to not in the game
in
the
season.
I
want to win.
How many games have we lost in a row now? Like
4.
This would be 5. We've lost 4. This would be 5 in a row. Go 6 and 6.
Yeah, no.
I would like to win it, but I mean, I want to win. I'm cheering for us to win. I want us to win this game, but we achieved what we wanted. We got our bowl eligibility. That's
the floor.
That is the floor.
So we need more than that, right? It's like 6 wins ain't gonna do it. Like that doesn't feel good as a fan. That feels like okay, we did the bare minimum now. We didn't miss, I guess, but whatever. But I think our team is going to turn around. I think honestly, our offense did show some stuff versus LSU, but it was LSU, and there's not a whole lot you can do there. And I think that we're going to get back to scoring heavy, like high points. I know when you guys asked me what my prediction was to send over to the monarchist people, which I can't believe I'm calling somebody a monarchist in 2023, but I said 41-7 sort of in jest. I think 41 is probably decently accurate for us. I think our defense is probably going to fail a whole bunch, and they're going to score a bunch of points, and it's going to be in the 30s for them. So 41 to the 30s for them.
I was going to ask him, if we give you everything, what will your offense do? Like, how are you going to choose run or pass? Are you just going to?
Oh yeah, he was saying that they do a lot of option stuff, and like, we'll. I mean, it was sort of weird football talk where it was just like, well, if you guys are letting us run, we'll run, and if you're letting us pass, we'll pass. I'm like,
we'll give you everything. What are you going to do?
Like
do nothing.
That's kind of like how I answer questions. If people ask me what we're going to do, I'm like, we're a good running team. If you let us run, we'll shove it down your throats. But hey, if that's not working, Darren Granger, he can throw the ball. He can throw the ball wherever he wants to.
No, but we're a running team. I mean, we're a running team. Darren Granger is increases accuracy quite a bit and can throw it when he wants to. But we're a running team.
We're a running team because our quarterback is our second biggest rushing lead.
That's fine. Yeah, for reasons, for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
If we for some reason score 14 and stop scoring again, there's some kind of vex or hoax or something. There's a
Yeah.
spell.
We need to score
I don't
those-
know. All the things I don't believe in, but 14 points, 3 games in a row seems really weird.
We'll score high 30s, low 40s.
That's
We
what
need to
I
score
hope so.
41 points in the first half because I don't know if we score again in the game.
And then just stop.
Exactly.
No, never stop.
Never stop, never stopping.
What's the line? A couple points? Point or three?
Yeah,
two?
I think it opened up at 2.5 and it's down to 2. Or
I would bet
up to
not
2.
a lot of people are gambling on this one.
I mean, but like that's technically a Georgia State game, a Georgia State win on a neutral field, right? That's how betting works.
I think
Yeah.
so. But yeah, they opened up favorites.
Yeah, and we were favored all season long. We were favored in this game. I checked ESPN's percentage thing, and now ODU has the 54.6% chance to win. I don't know. I
That
think
just strikes me as strange still. Like that just I don't know what system they're putting that through, what machine learning they've got going, but that I don't know. I still would feel like any kind of like computer would figure out that we'd look more likely to win.
You think so? You think that we have the better team top to bottom? Because
Yeah.
I don't know if I can say that. Looking at what we've done, like looking at like opponents, they're coming off of a win against Trash Down South. Kudos to Old Dominion for that one. Thank you very much. Got my little
Hit it with
thumbs
that
up.
weird
bubble there.
cartoon thing. You're not a cartoon.
A little jealous of that.
You're not
one.
that cool, David.
I'm pretty awesome. And
I know, but not
so
that
they have
cool.
that win. They beat Lafayette. We beat Lafayette, but they beat them by a lot more. They beat who else did they beat that we didn't? They only lost by 3 to JMU. Jimmy Madison.
Isn't that insane? I mean,
They-
That's
Jimmy
their
Madison
that's a top
told
rivalry
us.
apparently. So I don't know how much of that is from their side.
They beat Appy State by a touchdown. Appy State absolutely obliterated us, embarrassed the hell out of us in Atlanta.
But then
Appy
the game
State-
before, they barely beat Southern Miss.
See, that's the thing. Appy State
Let's
looked like
come
crap
back.
before they got to us. Everybody
Well,
said
yeah.
they were scrubs and we were going to beat them no problem.
I said that. That was me.
And they
And
struggled with
also,
Marshall.
what's his face?
They struggled with Marshall, right? They
Grant.
lost to Marshall.
Baltimore Marshall in a shootout, 41-35.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so honest to God, like, there's probably not a lot of people gambling on this game because what do you look at? Holy
God.
crap, it's terrible. And also,
over
like
the
for
place.
us, flip a coin.
Well, Gary's not because you can't gamble on Virginia teams in the state of
It's
Virginia.
true.
So,
Weird.
Unless Gary tells us he's traveling out of state for a couple hours.
or uses a VPN.
You can gamble, but you can't gamble on Virginia teams.
This is how much they trust their coaches in Virginia to gamble on games. Like, oh, come on, like, because like that's the only thing that matters, right?
I
Are they
guess
trying to
but,
keep,
like,
like,
if you can fake being another Virginian, you can probably fake being a West Virginian. I mean,
How far? Like, how good is the geolocation? How far you have to drive out of the state before it acknowledges you can do that?
right? Does it work in DC? Who knows?
Maybe.
No,
I do want to give a shout out to
Yeah, nothing works in DC. So
What were you saying, Tim? Sorry.
I do want to give a shout out to Grant for not predicting this game right. I was kind of hoping his sure win was going to happen. That'd have been amazing.
The easy dub.
Yeah, LSU
look,
the easy dub.
take Grant's comments with a grain of salt. I don't know if you've learned that yet, but
I'm not.
it changes with the wind, with the and literally the wind in the stadium, whether or not they make like a field goal kick. We love you, Grant, but I'm here to tell you, you're
I really wanted to be
rough.
right on this one, though.
well-
can you imagine how awesome we'd all be feeling?
I think he
Oh,
said we were
coming
going to be 12-0
No,
too.
they-
And can
I
you
guarantee
imagine?
you.
Oh yeah,
I guarantee you how the dialogue would be. This is what we'd be talking about right now. How do we beat an LSU? We'd be talking about where the hell
were we
was this
doing?
team in the prior 3 games, and then how long before Charlie Cobb has a banner up on the back of the video board showing us beating LSU, and how long will it stay there?
forever.
no, I think it would be so.
Fast.
I actually think it would be rad to have a Tennessee banner and an LSU banner. I think that would be cool. But
It's like-
that's fine.
And like just and then like whichever
And you leave it
SEC
there
team we're,
forever.
whichever SEC team we're playing next, we just put a banner up there,
Keep
like
adding them.
on deck, like
Oh
we-
yeah,
I don't-
yeah, no, that's
I
cool.
don't know who the. So I guess Vandy's probably the next SEC team we have. Like Vandy on deck.
Do you put a banner up for that if you win?
do you put a banner for Vandy, Ryan?
You just
You put
put a generic SEC banner up.
SEC win.
Beat
Look,
SEC
we're not
team.
lying. We're not lying.
Exactly. 2024 SEC champion.
We're just not telling you who we beat.
Don't ask.
That would be awesome.
SEC win. It just matters more here, baby.
Oh yeah, actually that's what you do. No, you put up a banner. So you would have had the Tennessee one there with Dan Ellington. Then you have do we put up Marcus Carroll or do we put up Darren Granger for the LSU win?
It depends.
Whoever
Depends on who
does
won the
better.
game, right? We lost by like a bajillion points. It doesn't matter. But then you have this, and then you have another banner that just has like Georgia State versus SEC, like 3-0. I guess we lost to more, but you just have another win up there. Just notch another 3 in the victory.
I would say the likelihood though of who to put up there would probably be Marcus Carroll because he is a Doak Walker finalist now. So he's like continuing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You get into all
him.
these things where people are like, "Oh, he's on the watch list for whatever and whatever," and I'm like, I'm so used to it now where I'm just like, I don't actually give a shit. But now
I don't want him to win. I wish he wasn't nominated. I wish he wasn't a semifinalist, and I don't want him to win. I don't want his ego to get big. I want him to stay right here for his last year. I don't want him transferring. I don't want him to go into the draft. I want another year of Marcus Carroll wearing black and sometimes blue and white.
No, but it helps with recruiting anyway. So you get that. When do they wear blue?
They will someday. We'll wear blue.
It was game 1. I think.
Wait, maybe
Wait,
this
the Panther
weekend.
walk. Their tracksuits. They walk in. They're blue.
Maybe this weekend we'll wear blue. No wait, ODU will probably wear blue, right?
So the thing is, though, is it helps with recruiting. So if you have people that are showing up on those kind of things, because kids are like, man, I'm not going to Georgia State because like they don't go to the NFL or they don't do this. So the more people we can get like promoted up to those kind of things, we can be like, look, Doak Walker right here. It happens. I think I'm saying that name right.
Yeah, I don't know.
How do we keep him here? That's what I want to know.
We pay him.
Everyone take their Christmas bonuses.
Okay.
And their last end of the year paychecks and put it into the all blue, all NIL.
I have already put in a request to my company's marketing department to say like, can you just send money to this kid and like put his name, image, likeness on our advertising? And they're like, no, Ryan, what are you talking about?
What is a Georgia State?
Why did they tell you no?
We don't advertise even.
It's a good investment.
Yeah, we should. There should be something about this. Some Christmas sponsorships, like Let's Go Caroling, something like that.
Whoa, you've thought about this because that was
you definitely thought about it.
I spend a lot of time thinking about stuff that does not matter to my life at all.
Is it a way to make money so that we can keep him at our school?
If I could think of a way to make money, I'd make it for myself. But it's probably a better chance of making money for But that's. I think it's a foregone conclusion that Marcus Carroll's gone at the end of the season.
Lots of people have different reasons for doing all the things that they do. Foregone conclusion, I have no idea what that means. I mean, like, maybe he's more likely to do that. What year is he? How many years is the eligibility?
He has 1 year left.
Don't manifest that into the universe.
I need to come to terms for it for myself. I just need to accept the fact that we're not going to have Marcus Carroll next year. He'll be, I don't know.
He's probably got his pockets lined with cash from all the schools that want him.
And the thing is, he might have like a girl here that like, he's not going to leave, or there's all kinds of reasons that might
pay for her too.
Well,
I've seen Johnny be good. Everyone gets a slice of the pie.
Maybe she has a dying grandma and can't leave. All right, Tim. Like, let's just keep this going.
Now you're killing Marcus Carroll's grandmother for him to stay here.
That
is dark.
No. I was very careful not to kill his grandmother, but his girlfriend's grandmother.
A bitch can die, right? You don't care about her.
Look, I was super careful. I knew what I was doing.
On it. There's no ring on it.
There's no ring on it.
I'm going to hell.
Yeah. I think we're gonna be walking right there with you side by side.
Is he gonna leave? You think?
Arm in arm, skipping down the red brick road.
If Marcus Carroll does not leave at the end of the season, I will be ecstatic, but I'll be even more shocked and surprised. There's going to be a program that's going to want to pick him up, and if he wants to stay for whatever reason, I'm just going to assume it's because he's a diehard Panther who bleeds blue, and he wants to take us to the next level. He wants to win that conference championship, and he could have a girlfriend with a dying grandmother, and I'm still going to believe that he just chose to stay because he wants to be here.
Well,
that's the world that I live in.
Well, and so the real God honest truth is at some point, some of these kids are going to figure out that, and I say kids because we're
they're still kids.
Trying to be nice to them, right? We're trying to look at them in a good light. So these kids,
Ryan calls them kids when he likes them, and he calls them grown ass men when he doesn't.
Not when I don't like them, but when I want to
really
give them that respect. Yeah, they're somewhere in the middle. All right, we can do both. But now I don't remember what I was going to say. Jeez, guys.
The kids. You're talking about the kids.
Look,
it's for the children.
It's for the kids, y'all.
The children.
You figured it out yet, Ryan?
No, I really lost it.
I'm sorry. I think that it's I think what you're going to kind of say, or at least this is what I was thinking when you were talking about it, and I ignored what you were saying. Is
I'll tell you because I'll remember once I hear my idea come out of your mouth.
Completely, it'll be great. No, I think at some point a lot of these players are going to realize that more often than not, going to a larger program or a bigger school, whatever you want to call it, you go from that big standout guy that's making all the stats and all the numbers to someone who's maybe not even getting as much play time as what they were getting here. If you are truly wanting to play at the next level, then playing at a G5 program where you can be the all-star may get a lot of more head nods than being that second string guy at a P5 SEC program, Big 10, Big 12, whatever it may be. And some of these kids are going to realize, so Jamari Thrash contradicts everything that I'm saying.
Oh yeah, but he's going to be an outlier.
But how many times have we had players that have left our program for a P5 that we've seen on the national stage afterwards?
Yeah,
Jamari's like the guy, right?
He's the one. Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah.
Right.
That is what I was going to say, but more along the lines in a positive for our program is like you will be seen here, right? Like you're not gonna not go to NFL because you're at Georgia State instead of Georgia. Like you can go to the NFL just the same because the scouts are looking at you. The NFL is going to find you, and if you've got the skills to do it, the only way they're going to find you is if you're on the field.
Because this exact same thing, looking at Marcus Carroll with this the semifinalist thing, that means that when everyone sorts by rushing yards, they're seeing his name at the top of the list. Yep. And if he's at another program, when they slide their finger along that line, and they see Georgia State, they may not, jump off their seat. Obviously, if they're seeing a Bama or a USC, the SoCal one, or a Georgia or whatever it is, like, oh man, this guy's like. But if they're seeing your name and they know your name, that's all you really want.
You're already a leg up.
Man, exactly.
You weren't kidding about Thrash. He is head and shoulders.
He's killing it.
More than double the next guy beneath him in receptions.
I got a question for you.
Double the yards.
What were the wide receivers before Jamari Thrash got there? And did any of them get their legs broken after he arrived on campus? Did some Nancy Kerrigan stuff happen on there? Did he knock out the competition, or he's the only receiver?
Thrash doesn't have to do that. He's that good. Don't worry. I'm rooting for Louisville in this ACC championship with who are they playing? They're playing Florida State, who lost their quarterback apparently.
Yeah.
So Louisville probably win that.
I want to see Jamari Thrash catch the touchdown pass that makes him go ahead. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I think that'd be great.
Yeah,
and I'll be sad he's not here anymore.
As long as when he goes to the NFL and he plays on Monday Night Football, he says that he played at Georgia State.
He won't.
I know, exactly. I don't know why you guys are stroking his ego right now. He left us, and he's doing fantastic. I mean, good for him as an individual, but I don't know why we care about it.
Well, I care about it. I don't know. I like him.
You met him?
I liked him here. I like him there.
I hate when people leave, but
all he did was leave. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. No, I mean, as an individual, I mean, I wish the best for him.
Apparently, it was the right decision for him.
But I'm not going to waste any breaths, talking about him any more than I have to.
I think you brought him up,
saying that he was the
Pretty sure you're the one that brought him into the conversation.
The contradiction.
Hey, why don't you bring up Broadway?
If you're going to bring logic to this conversation, we just can't have it anymore.
Yeah,
right?
I know. Well, I'm actually pretty drunk, so it's weird that I'm getting like more logical. I don't know, man. It's weird.
Yeah, I can't name another player that transferred that we're all talking about.
Because
I guess
I can't pronounce his last name, but the dude that went to South Carolina, the defensive end that went to South Carolina, Jordan I can spell it. I can't say it.
Strahan.
Strahan.
He actually did do some stuff there, didn't he?
Yeah, but he had like 6 or 7 sacks with us for the season, and he's like had 6 or 7 for them in the 2 years he's been there.
Yeah, but I think he's still like he definitely isn't
been
like
injured. Get injured.
an outlier. Yeah. So there's that too, right? You're playing against much stronger people, and you're a little more likely to get injured, probably. So
I mean, not saying take the easy way out, but yes, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Go where you can succeed. Go where you can show off and show what your skills are and what you can do.
Yeah.
Sam Pinkney, right? I mean, he's the other one. He's
Sam Pinkney.
He didn't go to a bigger program.
He didn't, but he's like the.
And he didn't really stand out. I mean, Sam.
He's top 1.
Sam is a phenomenal receiver. There's no doubt about that. But I don't think that he got the padded stats that he was expecting to get by having McCall throw to him.
No.
McCall.
But the other thing about Sam is Sam went home.
He did.
Like, there's not a lot you can be mad about there because he went home. I mean, I think that needs to be our bread and butter on the transfer portal is getting P5 folks who just like 3-4 star folks who want to come home to Atlanta. They spent a year out in Bumble F nowhere.
It's close enough.
And they want to come home now. They want to come back to Atlanta.
Or we won't recruit you at first, but when you want to come home, we'll take
No, we talked about that with Coach Elliott.
I know we're better now.
It's not that we're better. It's just that when you're looking at a roster size of a football program, because like that was the Coach Hunter philosophy. It's like I'm going to talk to 100 kids that are in the state of Georgia that are not going to play for me, in hopes that 2 or 3 may want to come back here and come back home. Like you said,
clearly worked.
It clearly worked, but the roster sizes are so big and the position roles are so diverse in football versus basketball. It just and that's when he came into that. Was it Georgia's recruiting budget is bigger than our football budget?
Yeah,
like just their football recruiting
budget for recruiting
is more than our entire budget for football.
That goes out and looks at the hometowns of every FBS player today and says how close are they to Atlanta. I want everyone who is within like a 30-mile radius of Atlanta. And we're gonna reach out to those kids. I mean, they can't reach out to them right now, I don't think. But
FCS. We already put some FCS offers out there. The FCS season,
and I'm fine with that. Like if they're gonna if P5's gonna dip down here, there are FCS players who should be playing at a higher level that we should be dipping into as well.
And we've already made a couple offers today.
Yeah, good.
At least a couple of them. So yeah,
we should. We're gonna need to. We need people, right?
I don't remember. I don't care about recruiting.
I know, but I was trying to. You said a thing that sounded vaguely interesting, and I was trying to get more out of you. It's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, well.
Does FCS use stars? Just kidding.
Well, it's still Division I. So
yeah, they use stars. They so they're a 3-star when they're being recruited by everyone else, and then when they commit to an FCS program, they lose their stars or they go down to 2. Like that's the rule.
Automatic.
Not just FCS. When they actually commit to Georgia State, they actually lose their rankings as well.
But they lose the ranking altogether. 0 stars.
No, it's no joke. We've seen all the time. There's been guys that come in there and they'll be like a high 80s or a right there at 90 or something like that, and then as soon as they commit to Georgia State, it gets dropped down to like a low 80 or a high 70.
Reevaluated. Yep.
Yeah. Just because of where they decided to go, which makes no sense. Like,
no sense.
All right, whatever. There's no reason to get into that at all. All right, so
that's an off-season topic.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
We all agree that we're winning this game, right? That's what we're on paper. We're on pen and pad committed to winning this game.
We will not go on
a
5-game losing streak. The end.
There we go. And we're all going to be at Manny's on Saturday watching the game.
And tomorrow.
Might be.
We'll get to that. But yes, we at Manny's.
We're not there yet. I thought we were wrapping. Oh God. Okay. All right. Yeah. Cool.
We haven't even started basketball yet, man.
I'm tired, man.
We'll be at Manny's on Saturday to watch it. And if you want to transition straight into basketball, there's a basketball game immediately following the football game against Charlotte.
Just a short 2-hour engagement.
We keep the party rolling, man.
Yeah.
Just be at Manny's for like 9 hours. It'd be great.
Show up at 9, leave at 9.
Well, get there
4 hours at Manny's has proven to be a poor choice for me multiple times.
Hey, Ryan,
so 9 hours.
You can get 2 Andy candies. Or candy Andes, or whatever they're called.
I don't
Candy
want.
Asperger.
I don't want 2 of them. Once I have one, it's fine. I'm good.
When you have one, you're ready to go
One
home.
is
Game's
satisfying.
over.
2 is overload.
You're talking about too much, David. Not cool.
Too much of a good thing, huh?
Yeah.
So 2's not better than 1?
Not in this case. No.
Okay.
More is not better.
Gotcha.
It's just
Gotcha.
enough. It might be like a smidge too much, but it's fine. I'm not going to complain.
So we have absolutely. There's no mathematical way that we can win the East at all.
No.
I mean,
gone.
we don't deserve it, so it's fine.
If we would have won like 1 or 2 of those games, that last 4,
we've been in the running. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we won 1 or 2 out of those last 3 because the LSU game doesn't really count. It's not conference. But yeah, we're sitting there right now. We are second to last in the East.
I mean, did you watch the App State game?
The one against us?
Yeah.
No. Oh,
you didn't watch it? I mean,
that.
no, because I don't watch a lot of these games somehow or another.
No, I watched. I got to that game a little late, and then I watched it, and then when it got out of hand, Tim and I just went to the suite.
We went on a sweet adventure.
Right. Like if we won the East at this point, that would be really, really.
So here's a funny thing, though.
For the East.
Here's a funny thing, though. If with JMU Jimmy Madison losing last week, thank you. If Appy beats Trash Down South this week, which we know we're all pulling for Appy just because Trash Down South.
Because every year I do that.
They win, right?
And Jimmy loses to Coastal, which is very, very possible. Appy could outright win the East, and then all this crap that Jimmy's been talking about all season is just gone.
Just
be
like, man, y'all wasted a
wrong.
lot of breath.
It intensifies. They lose, it gets worse. They win.
I know. They
same.
have been so bad. They have been absolutely. The social media has been even worse with a loss than it was with a win.
So
I
asked in private, but in our last call, can we do the JMU game day thing?
The Pat McAfee thing. Not Pat McAfee, but the other guy talking to him.
But also,
yeah, I'll have to upload the video. I got to get the video and upload it, but I can do that.
Can we?
Yeah, if you'll stick around for last call, and I'll do that.
Was there an option that I wasn't gonna?
You dip out all the time.
You talked about not doing it.
You didn't even be here right now.
I talked about it, but I've never not done last call. Wait, I did a last couple of weeks. I think I didn't come to the last call, but I'll be there. It was such a good clip. Seriously, guys, if you don't do last call, come to last call, watch the clip. It's hilarious. It's the best football thing I've seen in probably 5 years.
It was a TikTok that I posted on the group chat, right?
Where he's wearing the purple shirt.
Yeah,
and he's saying all the nice things, and then he says the other things.
It took me a second to find it. I'll get it. I'll get it between this and last call. All right. Anyhow.
What else?
Let's finish up real quick. So we finished with football. We're beating ODU. They're not going bowling. We are going to win a game. Then we'll figure out our bowl games, and that's where we're at. Bowl projections.
Wait. Would we lose the game if it meant keeping JMU out?
I would be okay with that.
I would not be okay with that. I'd be okay with that. That's fine. I like that.
No, I don't. Obviously, I'm rooting for us to win.
Yeah, good
I'm
job.
rooting for us to win, obviously. But if we lose the game, and us losing the game against Old Dominion is the game that keeps Jimmy Madison from getting into a bowl game,
I'm okay with it.
Worth it.
Oh, you found this though. This is Sidelines. That's why the S. Got it.
Yeah.
Good job, Sidelines.
Credit to Sideline Sports for putting this graphic together. I did not feel like putting my own graphic together, so I just tossed it up on here. But this is
nice. Oh, right. It's not.
We're gonna get a cease and desist pretty soon.
No.
They're gonna get
Sidelines happy about this.
No, Sideline's gonna get a cease and desist for using the Pantherhead logo in their image there. That's on them right there. So I'm just posting out there what they posted out there. But anyhow,
let's talk about it.
I see a lot of Western Kentucky on this.
A lot of Western Kentucky
pairing us with them.
And then San Jose, another two San Jose States out there. Teams that so this is 8 games. 5 of the 8 we've 5 of the 8 predictions we've played already. I mean, I wouldn't mind San Jose State just to get a win, avenge Nick Arbuckle. But
I wouldn't mind that UCF game.
UCF, all the others look good. UCF in the Camilla Bowl. Was it Colorado State? And I can't even read that on this tiny screen. Colorado State or Boise State.
Ventures Bowl for Boise State.
Oh, actually, I have it on
I
the
like
screen
that.
too.
I don't mind Colorado State, Boise State, UCF.
Yeah, I really don't want to play Western Kentucky or San Jose State again, but Boise State or Colorado State.
Honestly, I would prefer
UCF
not to
is the
play
big one,
Western
right?
Kentucky because I don't want to lose and then be able to like we would have to stop saying that we win those all the time. You know,
Yeah, it's a guaranteed win against Western Kentucky,
we'll stop. We wouldn't be able to say that afterwards. You know, if we lost.
but we're not going to because it's Western Kentucky.
Fair.
I think
fair.
if we don't get Colorado State, UCF, or Boise State, it should put all those other games on a wheel and it should just spin it.
I'm
And that's
not
what we
mad
get.
about any of these, to tell you the truth.
Well, actually, the one I would say,
Texas.
yeah, that's what I was saying. If I'm mad about
Texas
any of
is
them,
tough.
it's San Jose State and the First Responder Bowl on December 26th, which means if there's any chance of me going to this game, means I'm flying out on Christmas Day, which translates into there's no chance of me going to this game.
Well, and that's my thing is I got to go to the Christmas Day game because I do Christmas on the 26th. So
Oh yeah, yes, you're out as well.
I'm done.
All right, so,
yeah.
So we're sending Tim. Tim, if we go to the First Responders Bowl, you've got to be the
It's you, man. You got to carry us.
the
I'll just
representative
get on
there.
a plane at 10 o'clock. We'll be good. We'll be
And
fine.
remember, David in the group chat explained to you what the expense situation is with that. So if you just submit that, you pay
Yeah,
for
just
it, you
4
submit that, you
years.
will be paid at some point in the far future.
Yeah, we're about 3 or 4 years backlogged on accounts payable, but yeah, we'll get you taken care of. We'll get you right at some
I
point.
want UCF on December 23rd.
UCF on December 23rd in Montgomery. That is
I don't want Montgomery, but I want UCF.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
a
good
quick.
one.
How long of a drive is that, Ryan? Like that was like 3 hours,
4,
3
3
hours,
It's,
something like
it's
that.
not that bad. Montgomery. I mean that bowl. That stadium. Whatever. It sucks. It's real
Well, yeah,
shitty.
oh yeah, because like there's gonna be like some kind of diamond in the rough of Montgomery. They're gonna have like an all-star stadium instead of Montgomery, Alabama.
I don't know if nothing is played there or if the local high school team plays there or what, but it is really a crappy.
No, what's played there is
stadium.
Camilla Bowl once a year, and that's all they have going for them.
That's what I think that's right. But there's not even like concession areas. Like they wheel in carts for concessions, and there's only like
I wish
two.
we wheeled in carts. I wish we had wheeled in carts in the
Dude,
concourses.
do.
I know.
at
Let's
the
not
park.
talk about it. Let's not talk about
We
it.
did. They have those. They don't use them.
I know we have them. I wish we did it.
Look,
I
I've
wish
talked shit. I've talked shit about our concessions already, and if we can compare them to the Camellia Bowls, then that is real sad because we play in a professional sports stadium, and they definitely have concessions.
I don't think I would go to Conway.
You wouldn't go? Wait, what is it? The 18th? No, why not?
Not bad.
I don't know. Probably just not gonna go to Conway.
You don't like?
I'd do that. I mean, that came
Is it
from ESPN
going-
too, so they're the ones making the decisions.
Is it like going to Southern for you? You just don't want to go there?
There's an aversion to teal. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I would go. I would go to that before I would go to a Georgia State, Coastal Carolina game in Conway.
I feel like
ooh, yeah, that's a toughie.
Wait,
Hmm.
Ryan, Camellia Bowl Stadium versus our stadium. Which one's better?
Wait, what? No, I love our stadium, so I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. There's no comparison there.
So-
My comparison was concessions. Our stadium is built to have concessions and doesn't. Their stadium is built to not have concessions and still doesn't.
We actively choose not to have concessions.
Yeah. I mean, like it's probably worse for us at this point. Now that I'm saying all of those words out loud, but
That's fine.
Yeah.
We should.
Yeah.
I was just saying we
But
should
our
have a bowl
stadium,
game.
I love our stadium. I think our stadium is, I haven't been to all the other stadiums in the Sun Belt, but the Braves played up until just a few years ago. I mean, it's a professional sports stadium. It was
Seven.
built for the
It's been 7 now.
Olympics. There's no
7
way.
years.
There's no way their stadiums are better than ours. Like I just don't. I can't see
Ours,
it. There's no way.
ours just looks weird. I
Ours
understand why.
sorta looks
I
funny.
understand why everybody says our stadium looks weird. It looks weird, but it's still
I don't
awesome.
care.
It's
It's
a
fun.
world. It's a world class
professional
stadium.
Stadium, yeah. F that. F all those people.
Yep.
I agree. Oops. All right. I don't care about the other games that are happening this week. Let's get into basketball real quick so we can get out of here and go to
I got
last
it.
call. And All right, yeah. So let's do basketball so Ryan can pee, and then we can talk about we can show his video, and then he'll bolt immediately after on last call. The Capital City Classic, Ryan. You have strong feelings on this team, on this name of this tournament, right?
The name of it?
The Capital.
Really?
Weren't you saying some stuff with the
Because it's so I thought Capital City was what you were referring to there, but no, the classic. It's been played for all of 2 years, and it's not a classic at all. Nobody cares about any of the teams in it at all. I couldn't even tell you any of the other teams besides Georgia State and Northern Illinois.
Yes.
Did I get it right?
You did.
I almost didn't though. Holy crap! Nobody else. One of the teams literally dipped on the whole thing.
It did. Northeastern.
And it's just like, what are we? What? Oh, come on. We're gonna call it a classic. It's not a classic. Nobody knows any of these teams. Nobody cares about any of these teams. Like
Little Rock. Come on, everyone loves Little Rock.
It's not a classic.
It's
not. Did anyone actually win? Was there a winner or no?
No, Northeastern technically won, but
by not
they
showing
weren't.
up.
They left. They got their buses and they just took off after their game on Saturday. So the trophy's still here. So champions, back to back, Capital City champions.
Is that how that works?
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me.
So,
but it's fine. It's whatever. Do we come up with that, or is that like a?
It's our
bigger
thing.
Than us thing?
It's us. Yes.
It's our thing. I would have come up with a better name than Capital City Classic.
Yeah.
Like anything would have been better than Capital City Classic.
Yeah. Like a banger in the box.
I was going to go with Hot Lane Classic.
I'm blushing right now. I literally just came up with that.
Banger in the box.
But it is better.
We gotta get Dave to start calling it the box, because he's the one that got the sports arena called the sports arena.
Yeah.
Get him to call it the box.
Yeah.
Didn't we ask him to do that? And he's like,
and he said no.
All right, we'll work on Dave. Yeah. So lost to Northern Illinois to open up the season at home. Fantastic. We were up in that game, and then we weren't, and we never came back. We couldn't do it. We're
all just staring at you like, yep.
Yes, we couldn't do it.
The thing I know jack squat about basketball, but what I did notice in this game was every time it seemed like we'd go up for a layup or even like a dunk or a jump shot, they would just knock the ball out of our guys' hands.
I think our shot percentage was like 32%, or it was in like the low 30s. If it wasn't 30%,
it was super low.
Yeah,
it was horrible. It was so frustrating. I'm like, I don't know how you fix that. I don't know what the problem is. I mean, they turned it around and beat Little Rock on Sunday, but Little Rock's pretty much a garbage team from everything I can tell. So thank God we're playing them again.
There were a couple of Northern Illinois blocks that I was like, man, that was fun to watch. It sucked that it was against us, but man, that was a great block.
I want to be on the other side of that. That would be fan. I would be like going, ooh, in the stands or anything. Yeah.
I mean, they had 12 blocks in the game. That's a lot.
That seems little. That seems like they would do that. They did that in like less than a half.
Yeah, I mean, we just weren't shooting either.
We shot horrible. 30%, less than 30% from three. It was not a good day. We weren't going to win. Like even wide open shots were missing. I think this game will look back and just see it as like an aberration on the schedule. I don't think you're going to see that because coming back to Little Rock, we shot much better. I mean,
again, much worse team.
Is it? Are they? I don't even know.
They're pretty garbage.
It seems like our shooting is like doing a little better though. I have no idea.
It's better than last year.
Northern Illinois is a great defensive team, or if we just sucked that day, or what. I mean, it was a weird time and whatever. I have no idea.
2:00. All three games were played at 2:00. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
They did beat App State 91-78. So
who Northern Illinois? Little Rock did?
Northern Illinois.
Well, so right before we came on, Taylor in the Patreon chat posted out what the other teams in the conference are doing, and I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but Trash Down South is winless on the season, 0-6 to start the season, including an exhibition loss to a D2 school. So Or I don't know. I don't know if they're D2, a non D1 school, so they may
That's real
be
bad.
worse than that.
It's
Yeah.
so bad.
They may be D3 or NAIA. I have no idea.
And then Coastal's only win is against a non D1 team. South Alabama lost to a non D1 team. And then
So you're
App
saying
State
there's a
lost.
chance.
I'm stealing everything that's just all Taylor said. And then Appy State losing to NIU, way worse than what we did. So
Yeah.
I don't know what the score was. He just said way worse than we did. So
Our patrons are great. They know more about sports than we do a lot of times.
I know. And they give us money for this crap. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate it. If I give us money, it sits in an account until we buy smokers that are not necessary to buy for a tailgate.
Oh, no. You didn't? No. Okay. All right. You got a koozie.
And a bottle opener, too.
Well, I wasn't counting that because I thought you couldn't figure out how to use it as a bottle opener.
No, you just... Trust me, I know how to open a bottle with a bottle opener.
I didn't know. I thought it was a weird bottle opener. I don't know.
No, it's one of those ones like the bartenders keep in their back pocket and spin around like a little gun.
The keys are nice.
No, not a key. Like those long. It's irrelevant.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
We've been going on long enough. We've been going long enough.
Yeah, this is that's basketball conversation too. So
basketball, we'll see how it goes. We still have, obviously plenty of out of conference schedule to go before we get into the conference. But it's looking like the conference is absolute garbage this year. So maybe we'll finish a lot better than we did last season. Not aiming for dead last this year.
I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine.
Once we gel, the rust is knocked off, we'll be good to go.
There's actually like really no rust this year. That's the good part.
You shut your mouth, Tim.
Okay, fine. There's so much rust. We gotta knock it all off. It's gonna take at least until January 24th.
Yeah,
get your WD-40 out. We gotta knock some rust off.
Yeah.
Thank
you. Yeah.
Something I noticed before the games were ever played, we were favored in the Little Rock game, both the one on Sunday and then again tomorrow on Wednesday, or today as the podcast released. But we were like super dupe favorites on Sunday, like 64-70% chance of winning. But then tomorrow, Wednesday, we're like a 51, 52, something like that % chance. And this is before the games were played. And I'm like, is home field advantage that big at Little Rock? Or do they just think that winning 2 games against the same team back to back are that hard?
It's probably a little bit of both there. It's probably hard to win back to back and home court advantage, Yeah. I don't know what we're going to learn playing Little Rock away. We could lose, whatever. They've just seen us already. I think the real game to look at is Charlotte coming up on the 25th.
Charlotte on Saturday after the Old Dominion game. It's a full day of Georgia State sports watching.
Little Rock is non-conference now, right?
Yes.
That is non-conference.
We kicked them out because we said if you don't have football, you need to leave.
No, I think that's fair. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah. No, I don't mind playing Little Rock twice in one season. That doesn't really bother me. Yeah. It's weird playing them back to back. That's just weird. It's just super weird.
Well, they were part of the Classic, so
yeah, and then we scheduled them like right afterwards.
Yeah, it doesn't count. A Classic is a Classic,
I feel like we literally just
Little Rock.
I feel like we literally just got on the same bus with them to go up there. We're just like, yeah,
we should have, right?
We should have.
We'll share.
If we didn't do that, we should all write a letter to Charlie Cobb.
Look at that money savings you missed.
Like, dude, come on.
Like, like the guys could like share a seat or something, like just right on each other's laps, and not to worry about another seat cost.
Yeah, I mean, I think David, you have it all figured out. So I don't know why they can't figure it out.
I should just be running the entire athletics department, right?
Yeah.
David Brown for 80.
While you have another job.
God, could y'all imagine? That's another last call
there
topic.
Would be overflowing beer all over the place.
Customer service at the stadium would be
top notch.
Arkansas State has waterfalls. Arkansas State has waterfalls, beer waterfalls right here. And in the club section, liquor waterfalls.
You'd have like Duff Man.
Yeah, that would be Pounce. Pounce stuff, man.
every drink you order, you get a second drink free. It's just automatic.
Like I'm for
Yeah,
that.
it's your roadie. You know, you gotta get your drink and your roadie to go along back to the stadium.
Hey
You can't get to the stadium with a half drink. You gotta back to your
get a
seat. You
roadie.
know,
And
I
you
like
can
this idea.
leave the stadium with a beer if you
And
can prove you
bring
live in the
beer into
neighborhood.
the stadium. That's what we should do. We should get rid of selling beer inside the stadium and just do BYOB.
Well, that would be
Can you
so
imagine?
rad.
We would bring in the we would pack in as many beers in the cooler as we could.
I don't think we're making money off the alcohol. I think that's like Panther Dining or some other part of Georgia State. So
Well, and if they're not
athletics
going to even have beer upstairs, like just let me bring beer. That's fine. It's fine if you don't want to put beer upstairs.
Awesome.
That's cool. It's but maybe that'll just be a club perk.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Club only, and then
I'll
everybody else
wheel
is
in a cooler.
BYOB. I would get rid of my club seats so fast.
I would pay more
Yes.
money for those seats.
Paid more money to not have club seats so that you could bring your own drinks.
No, I thought we were saying club seats were able to have.
See, that needs to be that needs to be our private loge section we talk about. Like
Yeah,
the State of
yeah.
Atlanta section is
I
all
would, pay,
BYOB.
I would pay extra to be able to bring a cooler in. Holy crap! I would pay way more than I would save in beer.
Oh, for sure. I'm sure there's some stupid Georgia law that prevents this from happening.
Yeah, I know that sounds dumb, but I would definitely do that.
All right.
Also, I would look at the math and I would just drink that much more.
You'd be like, I have
Exactly.
to drink one more
Like,
beer.
how much-
today.
I gotta save.
How
the
much more
money.
than it's like my ticket costs $70 more. I need to drink $70 worth of alcohol that I paid for.
That's right.
You're like,
For Ryan, that's 330 packs.
the game's over. You're sitting in your seat. I'm like, I have to drink this one more beer.
No, I'd just be
Otherwise,
dead. Is what it would happen.
But yeah, Charlotte on Saturday, not expected to win this game. They're 3-2, but like ESPN's only giving us like a 20-something% chance of winning that game. I think we got it. Screw Charlotte. They suck.
We should be able to beat Charlotte. I mean, I know that North Carolina is like a basketball state type of thing, but I don't think Charlotte's part of that.
No. I think that we should beat Charlotte in everything we play, man. We should play them in every sport, and we should beat them in every sport.
Absolutely. 100%.
Yep.
And then
Cool.
if you want to peek a little bit further ahead, play that school up northwest,
Northwest, the
Hooten
yeah,
Owls,
Kennesaw State, yeah, on
Kennesaw.
December 2nd, I believe that is.
Oof.
Yeah, you going to the game? We gonna go to Kennesaw State? I bet there's an Applebee's there.
Ooh, if there's an Applebee's, I don't know. I might be in. No, I'm just kidding. I'm out.
No one has any. No one wants to go to see. What if we do a watch party at Manny's? Would you go to a watch party at Manny's for Kennesaw State?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Ryan just
What
checking out
Manny's
some
been
weird-
cool. Like
Yeah,
I said,
Manny's
it's
is
been
great.
problematic for me in general, but
Danny Andy.
but you know, it's good.
You guys are not going to go to Kennesaw State. Well, we can talk about it next week.
Like if you're just like, man, all my experiences at this bar are great, or like all my experiences are just like it's just happened. It's whatever. I go to this bar and I watch the game and it's whatever. But like if I'm like, oh, every time I go there, it's terrible. Like that sounds more exciting.
Terrible sounds more. I've lost. You've lost me.
I think
Yeah.
I'm lost too.
All right, cool. I
my
think
beat.
it's. I think it's somewhere. I got a lot more topics we can talk about, but we'll do
save
that.
for
in-
last call.
We'll do it in last call. There's been a lot of like little nuggets of information that have come out about different things that we can talk about.
Don't do the Nuggets thing. That's weird.
Nuggies.
Nuggies.
No,
You say commercial?
no nuggets. There's no nuggets of information. That's
You see that the Andy Reid commercial where they were doing the with him and Mahomes,
Yeah.
and they do the nugs like it's like do it again with them nuggies. It's not as bad as the edible oranges commercial
all right. Next.
where they find out that they're the married couple or brother and sister are related or something like that. Edible Arrangement's got some weird commercials going on. All right, cool. We'll talk about it later.
I'm like dancing because I gotta pee.
Last
All
call.
right, thanks, Barry, for listening. You can. Well, you got to say your goodbye, guy, don't you? Thanks, Barry, for listening. We're gonna go to last call. You can find it on our Patreon page, free of charge. Patreon.com/State of Atlanta. It comes out on Fridays. It comes out early, immediately for our Patreon members. Join for as little as $5 a month because $3 a month is sold out. You get access to our private group chat. You get live stream access to the weekly episodes. and whatever else we can give you. Discounts the merchandise, all that kind of fun stuff. Thanks for listening. Find us on Last Call, patreon.com/State of Atlanta. Check out our interview with Gary from ODU Monarchists as a part 2 to this week's episode.
I think this is the
Ryan?
first time David remembered everything in his announcements.
Oh, David, you got to talk about the Black Friday special too.
Yeah, I'll tweet about that because I don't know what it is yet. Thanks, Ryan, for listening. Say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye, guys.
Peace.
He just dipped.